a quarterback. Personally, I don't want Case Keenum developing him.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know, man. Just about anyone in this league is better than Case Keenum.
Le'Veon Bell.
And he wants a good quarterback with him. And the Colts have both of those things.
It'll be interesting to see where Anthony Davis ends up. Could we see a LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving team? And showing my bias, Anthony Davis to the Nuggets.
Oh, that'd be great.
Unfortunately, I think the Patriots are going to win.
I know, it sucks. Hopefully the officials and the Zebras don't F it up. Manny Machado.
Let's get to draft.
Okay. Manny Machado is going to go to the Philadelphia.
Oh, Bryce Harper, do you think going to the Phillies or the Nats?
Probably the Nats.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dudes Who Deliver. I am Ydawg,
And I am Big Sean.
and we are so happy you're here to join us on today's episode, the evening after the Super Bowl.
You okay?
Yeah.
Monday, February 4th, the day after the Super Bowl, as he mentioned. We're going to get into a few things about that atrocious game.
Atrocious.
Talk a little bit about the NBA as the trade deadline approaches.
Yes.
And, so it's a little recap, little primer.
Yeah. So let's get into the Super Bowl. Happened yesterday. As you all know, you probably all watched. 98 million people did watch a terrible 5 hours. And, that sucks. Because, I unclicked my NFL thing. Anyways, so usually the Super Bowl is 5 hours of pure entertainment, right? You have the game, you have awesome Super Bowl commercials, and you have a great halftime show, usually. Unfortunately, none of that happened yesterday.
None.
Nada. The game was awful, the halftime was awful, and all the commercials were awful as well. So, Sean, your thoughts on the Super Bowl as a whole? The 5 hours it was of dreadfulness.
So I talked to you about this a little bit, about how leading up to the Super Bowl, I just felt like it just didn't feel like the Super Bowl was like, it didn't feel like Super Bowl weekend. So I wasn't too invested in this one, honestly.
Well, one of the teams shouldn't have been there.
I mean, part of it had to do with Tom Brady. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, third straight, ninth overall. Just kind of
Annoying.
Obviously, he's the GOAT, but just kind of getting tired of this dude.
Getting real tired of TB12.
Some of it had to do with the Saints not being in it. Because we talked about how we thought the Patriots were going to win.
Yep. As soon as the Rams lost.
I had initially picked the Rams just because I hate the Patriots. The closer we got to the actual game, I just had this gut feeling that the Rams didn't have a chance.
No.
So yeah, I'm sitting there watching it. I usually try and watch the commercials. Obviously, it's part of the Super Bowl tradition. But I found myself on my phone a lot, which was like I caught myself. And I was like, oh, commercials, and then I would watch them and nothing. Halftime was
terrible.
I was misled with SpongeBob. I thought they were going to show the SpongeBob Sweet Victory. They did show SpongeBob for 3 seconds, and then it cut to Travis Scott.
The halftime show was just, it's like they didn't know how to make up their minds. Like do a pop concert or do a rap concert. Don't do both.
And they switched off a lot.
Yes.
It seemed like very quick spurts of different artists.
And that's the problem. I was thinking about this last night. When I was watching it, I was like, some really good Super Bowl shows, they actually play the whole song. They don't play 10 seconds and then switch to another song that they have. Like, you should do 3 or 4 of your favorite songs, if you're the artist, and just go all out on those 3 or 4 songs. Because that's what people want to hear. You don't want 10 seconds of Maroon 5, Girls Like You, and then, Travis Scott or whatever the hell. Okay?
Okay, well, this is a podcast focused on the Super Bowl, not the halftime.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, I get where you're coming from.
Do you get what I mean, though? Like, make up your mind.
Yeah, I get it.
Terrible halftime show.
I get it. I want to talk about the game a little bit.
Yeah, obviously.
So, I mean, I just mentioned it. Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
There's no denying it.
Not now, unfortunately.
People are going to talk about his 6 rings, and obviously, kudos to him, man. Kudos.
No.
But
No.
he threw for 262 yards, an interception, and his team scored 13 points, and they won.
They sure did.
Tom Brady had no impact on this game.
Against the second highest scoring offense in the league.
He had no fingerprint on this game.
Nope.
He was just there.
He was kind of like Peyton Manning in Super Bowl 50.
And we still scored 24 points that game. So...
Yeah. And Jared Goff pretty much had like identical stats. 229 yards and an interception.
He was bad.
He was really bad.
He was bad. I feel like he wasn't ready for the moment. I don't blame him. He's young.
Yeah.
Any young quarterbacks going up against Belichick, it's a wrap.
Yep. We talked about that.
We did.
Predicted that was going to happen, and unfortunately it happened. And, you want to have all this hope that maybe that doesn't happen. Like maybe this guy's the future. Or maybe he's like...
Oh,
No, he's the future, but maybe he could break the spell. But he didn't.
He'll learn from this, and
they'll
be back.
Of course. But it was just... I really wish it would have happened yesterday. I wish he could have been that guy, but he wasn't.
I think America wished that.
Yeah, pretty much all of America. Just not Boston. But, they get their 6th Super Bowl. They get a yippity-doo-dah.
They get a parade after scoring 13 points and winning a Super Bowl. Let them do whatever. I don't know. I don't care.
I'm looking at the stats for this game, and the game was so boring, and just, I wasn't engaged in it. Apparently, Brandon Cooks had 120 yards. Apparently. I had no idea.
Well, he dropped a touchdown. That was a poorly thrown ball from Jared Goff. It was late. Mm-hmm. If he gets that on time, it's a touchdown. So he could have added to that. And then he had another one, I think, towards the corner of the end zone, like the front pylon.
But yeah.
Got double teamed, and it just got it knocked out.
Those are the 2 catches I remember, and they weren't even catches. That's all I remember from this game.
Explain to me what happened with Todd Gurley, because I have no explanation. There's reports coming out that he said he wasn't hurt.
Here's the nitty-gritty. Sean McVay outsmarted himself. And he tried to employ this 2-man running back committee that he doesn't need to employ because the whole year they relied on Todd Gurley, and the whole year it worked. And then Sean McVay out-coached himself, basically. He overthunk it. He was like, I wonder what will get to Bill Belichick. Maybe we put C.J. Anderson out there. Maybe Bill won't know that it's
the Patriots. No, the Patriots game plan for the run.
Yes.
Because obviously that's their strength. Now their offense is explosive regardless, but Todd Gurley is easily one of the best running backs in the league.
It was just a stupid attempt by Sean McVay to somehow throw them off. Like that was going to throw them off by employing C.J. Anderson as well. When you already have a guy, Todd Gurley, who's really good, and then you're going to go out and put C.J. Anderson out there. He almost cost them a fumble.
I just think McVay and Goff were in over their heads.
Yep.
He got thoroughly outcoached.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was kind of like, in it for himself almost. He's trying to coach in ways that he can kind of patch the what is the word I'm looking for? Their weaknesses.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, just give the ball
patch the Rams' weaknesses?
Yeah, just give the ball to Todd Gurley. He had 11 touches.
Yeah.
He had 10 carries for 35 yards and a catch for -1 yards.
Terrible. How does that happen? Because you know why? Because every team before the Patriots was game planning to stop Todd Gurley, and guess what? It didn't work. It never worked. They still got him the ball, and he still destroyed people because he still got 18 touchdowns this year. The only reason that he wasn't a factor yesterday was because Sean McVay.
Exactly.
Only reason.
And
you're telling me, what was it? 16 other teams couldn't stop Todd Gurley, but somehow the Patriots could. That's not the Patriots stopping them. That's Sean McVay screwing it up.
I will give Bill Belichick credit. He game plans obviously like no one else.
Yeah.
Like he can change completely from week to week based on the matchup.
Yeah.
But if you give the ball to Todd, he had 10 carries for 35 yards. if you keep giving him the ball, he's going to wear down the defense.
Yeah.
And then he'd be bound to break something.
Yep.
Even if it's 2-3 yards at a time, by the fourth quarter,
yeah,
the defense is going to be worn down from him just bulldozing through the trenches. Yeah. So,
in the Patriots,
maybe Todd Gurley was more hurt than I don't know how hurt he is. I'm just sitting there watching. Like I'm not Todd Gurley, but he came out and said he wasn't injured, which obviously is probably just a cover up. But
it's just you got to give props to the Patriots, but they've been exploited before this year.
They gave up like 90 points to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. It's not like their defense is all of a sudden elite.
No, it wasn't. It was Sean McVay screwing himself and his team over. He was the idiot here, and it's really annoying because the Chargers did this when they played the Patriots. They got out of their game plan because they panicked, and then the Chiefs got out of their game plan and panicked in the first half, and then the Rams did it. The Patriots just get you to panic, and for some reason nobody learns history and nobody looks back and like, hey, maybe we should stick to the game plan after all, because eventually we're going to break one, and maybe this game would have been different. But Sean McVay stuck to whatever the hell he thought he had going for him, which was nothing, which was a lousy 3 points by Legatron.
So, Julien Edelman wins MVP.
That's how bad of a game it was.
No denying he had a great game. 10 catches, like 141 yards.
That's exactly.
There was
correct.
16 combined points. So I personally don't see how the MVP is not a defensive player.
Yeah.
Could have been. He won MVP as an offensive player and didn't score the only touchdown in the game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. And Stephon Gilmore. I feel like Stephon Gilmore should have been the MVP.
Probably.
Because he's literally was. Did Malcolm Butler win MVP? No.
No, Tom Brady did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, he should have too, Malcolm Butler, because that sealed the deal. And Stephon Gilmore's interception sealed the deal. That was it. Yeah. He was the one who decided the game. He should be the MVP. He was the most valued player. He took away the game.
So, Brady was underwhelming. Gronk he obviously had the big catch to get them into the red zone and score the touchdown. Nothing else really stood out from that game on either side. Johnny Hecker's still a beast punter for the Rams. For the brand, shout out Pat McAfee. So let me ask you this.
Oh, you're going to ask me a question.
Let me ask you this.
All right.
Is Julien Edelman a Hall of Famer? The debate has been sparked recently, and I just want to see what you think about it. Because you're probably wrong.
No, I'm not. I do think he is Hall of Fame worthy. And here's the one reason.
So you have one reason.
There only needs to be one reason. Here's the one reason.
What's the one reason?
Julien Edelman is one of the clutchest wide receivers you're going to get. Okay?
Is that really
3 years ago,
your reason?
Yes. 3 years ago, they don't win that game if he doesn't make that insane catch against the Falcons. They don't win. They weren't going to win that game. That was a fourth down play, I'm pretty sure. And it would have been a turnover, and the game would have been over.
That was lucky.
But he made it. Was it? It looked like
yes, he scrambled for the ball.
Yeah, but it's also clutch because he got to it. And yesterday he was clutch because he came down with the big catches when he needed the most.
They played a lot of zone defense, and he was wide open on every
reception.
Well, it was a patented Tom Brady 4-yard check down in the flat.
Yeah, but then he turned it into big plays.
So congrats,
because he got 141 yards.
Because there was nobody within 10 yards of him.
Yeah, that's not his fault. That's the other people's fault.
All I'm saying is you could have thrown in.
And it is partially Julien Edelman's because he was able to separate himself. Do you not see that one play where he choked? He juked the guy.
Choked. You could have thrown in Jake Butt with 2 torn ACLs, and he would have had that many yards.
Oh, really?
Yes, he would have dragged himself for at least 50.
That's a little bit of a far-fetched statement. 2 torn ACLs? I think he's going to be on the ground the first play.
That's what I just said. He would literally drag himself 50 yards with how soft their coverage was.
No, that's not true.
Okay, so I don't think he's a Hall. If you guys couldn't tell, I don't think he's a Hall of Fame. Not yet.
Why not yet?
Can he get there?
Why not yet?
Sure.
Why not yet?
Is he right now?
Why?
No, because what has he done in the regular season?
What do you mean? What has he done in the
What has he
regular season?
compiled in the regular season over his career?
He
averages like 500 yards and 6 touchdowns a season.
He had 1,000
yards a season and 6 touchdowns a season.
He had a 1,000-yard season in 2013. He had a 900-yard season in 2014. 15 was a little bit of an off year. Yeah, 692 yards in the regular season. In 2016, 1,100, and then this year, 100 or not 150. That would have been terrible.
You're doing it
850.
You're basing this off of recency bias.
No, because this goes back to 2013. That's not recent. 2013 was long ago.
He's not okay. Jabbar Gaffney, shout out Ben Albright on Twitter. Jabbar Gaffney has more receiving yards in his career than Julien Edelman.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this: do you know who Jabbar Gaffney is?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
That's all I need.
I'm just telling you.
That's all I need.
2013 was a long time ago.
Okay.
Right? That's not recency bias. So that argument
You're doing it based off of his past couple postseasons.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm doing it off of ProReference.com.
If you take his statistics, what he's done up to this point.
He's not a flashy player, but the reason he's an MVP, he is an MVP. The reason he is a Hall of Fame worthy.
Not yet.
When is he going to be then? When he wins 3 MVPs for Super Bowl?
He's what, 32?
Yeah.
He still has I don't even know how many more years. He'll be fine. But as of right now, if you had to induct him into the Hall of Fame...
Oh, of course. Well, yeah, you're going to need a couple more years out of him. But right now, he is...
Oh, my God. That's the whole discussion.
He's definitely...
As of right now, if his career ended, would you put him in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Hell no.
From his clutch performances,
You would not put him in the Hall of Fame right now.
This guy is clutch in the postseason.
I don't care.
And that wins you Super Bowls. Just like it did yesterday. Just like it did 3 years ago.
You know who else played well in the Patriots system in the playoffs?
2 years ago.
Danny Amendola. You going to put him in the Hall of Fame?
He's not that good.
Are you going to do it?
Danny Amendola drops a lot more than Julien Edelman.
You could plug him in and he would do the same thing. Oh, wait. He's done the same thing.
No.
Yes.
No. Not to the level of clutchness.
Because he was only with the team for so long.
Listen.
Wes Welker had a better career than Julien Edelman. I'd put Wes Welker in. Again, shout out Benjamin Albright. Put Wes Welker in before Julien Edelman.
Well, that's a little bit... Well, maybe, yeah.
No, you would.
Yeah. Maybe. But he's not as clutch. That's the reason. Anyways, let's agree to disagree on this topic.
That's not a reason.
Yeah, his clutch is absolutely a reason.
That doesn't put you in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely it does.
No.
It should.
Based off of that one aspect, that's not going to put you in the Hall of Fame.
It should.
It should not.
Because you win Super Bowls when you are clutch.
It should not.
You win Super Bowls when you're clutch.
Yikes. Who let this guy get a mic?
That's a little uncalled for. Anyways, we're going to go to commercial music time. And we're going to agree to disagree on this topic. We'll revisit it in a year. We'll see who's back in the Super Bowl and who makes another clutch catch.
This is Due to Deliver. So we're back with Dudes Who Deliver.
On demand.
We're going to start talking a little bit about the NBA with the trade deadline. Yuri's vaping right now, and he's just choked on his
fake news. Didn't happen.
Whatever the hell that is.
Gas.
The trade deadline is this Thursday, with a lot of speculation about Anthony Davis leaving. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just thought of something I want to revisit it real quick. Your Super Bowl MVP,
Oh God, we're
was
still on this
suspended.
topic?
Yeah, just real quick, I just thought of it.
Oh God, please.
Your
don't
Super
get
Bowl,
into this, 'cause I
your
have
Super
an
Bowl,
exact argument.
no, your Super Bowl MVP missed a quarter of the season because of suspension for PEDs.
Yeah, and you know who
That's
else?
not a good look.
You know who else got into the Hall of Fame for cheating? Who admitted to the cheating? Randy Moss. He used Stickum. He admitted to it.
Okay.
He was a cheater and he got into the Hall of Fame.
Stickum
That's
and
not an
using
argument.
performance-enhancing drugs
That's
are
not
not
an
even on
argument.
the same level.
That's
Okay,
not an
back to
argument.
the NBA trade deadline. Anthony
We'll agree to
Davis.
disagree again.
You're wrong. Anthony Davis has been the talk of the NBA recently.
Yeah.
He's not happy in New Orleans. They kind of blow.
I wouldn't be either.
How
many games have they won?
They're not
Not very many.
They're not terrible. I think they're like six
really?
games under 500. But
Oh, okay. Not as bad as the Suns.
so today the Lakers upped their offer. So I'm gonna read it to you. It's a bit ridiculous.
Okay.
So they offered Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Rajon Rondo, Lance Stevenson, Michael Beasley, and 2 first-round picks. Now keep in mind, when you play basketball, you need 5 people on the court.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they could field a team after this trade offer.
I don't think
Because
they
they'd
might
be
have to get
losing,
some
what
more
is that?
fans.
They'd be losing 6 players.
They might have to employ some fans.
They might have to have Luke Walton lace them up, get back on the court,
Get back on the saddle.
just to throw a team out there.
Yeah.
I don't see how this benefits them in any way. Obviously, you get Anthony Davis,
Right, I wanna
but then
ask-
you don't have anyone off the bench. You're losing your 3 the 3 best players on the team besides LeBron. You're losing all of them.
for Anthony Davis.
For Anthony Davis, and obviously Anthony Davis is a top 3, arguably a top 3 player in the league.
Can I ask you this?
Yes.
Why, on God's green earth, did the Pelicans not accept that trade offer?
I don't know if
That
they're not
sounds like a
sold on
steal.
somebody. I don't know if there's
Who cares?
LeVar Ball came out and said he didn't want his son playing in New Orleans, so LeVar Ball's back in the picture. He wants to speak it into existence. He's controlling his son's life again. Said he would want his son to go to the Suns.
Who are 11-4?
Where Lonzo Ball's career would effectively end.
Yep.
Because he is not very good.
I don't.
The Suns are not very good.
Well,
Actually, that's an understatement. The Suns are atrocious.
Pelicans aren't even gambling on this trade offer though, because they still get 2 first-round picks. So what? So what if one of them doesn't pan out? You have 2 first-round picks.
No, yeah.
Why did they not
I
take
would take that deal.
You're absolutely right. The Lakers sold out way too much. I mean, are they going to get any worse than this? Like, did they want him that bad? Do they want to They want to give away their whole team for that one player?
Anthony Davis wants to be a Laker. They've been reporting that he's come out and said he wants to join the Lakers.
Yeah.
He'll be a free agent after the 2020 season.
Yep.
Why do you feel the need to trade away your entire organization when he's just going to sign there anyway in free agency?
It's very dumb. I don't understand. The Lakers, I mean, they might just be desperate right now. You know? They're struggling to make the postseason.
I think that's what it is. I think they're panicking because
Yeah.
LeBron missed so much time.
Yeah.
They've fallen out of the top 8 seeds.
Yeah.
And you can't waste any time with LeBron. Obviously, he's not getting any younger. He's
Yeah.
still dominant, and will be dominant for a few years.
Yep.
But when you have LeBron, you're always in win-now mode.
Yeah.
And I think they're panicking a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that their rivals, the Warriors, are first place right now, thanks to the Nuggets loss.
Yeah, Nuggets took a fat L tonight in Detroit. To
That
be
sucked.
fair, they were missing 60% of their starters.
Yes.
What else is new?
Yeah, seriously.
The Nuggets have played I'm just going to say this real quick. The Nuggets have played about 2 games this year
Yep.
with their entire starting lineup.
It's crazy. And
Will
they're
Barton-
still, what are they, still 37-16?
Will Barton goes down second game of the season, misses like 10 years. Gary Harris and Jamal Murray have missed like the past 5 games. Paul Millsap has missed extended time. It's incredible. Michael Malone's coaching Team LeBron in the All-Star game. Shout out Post Malone.
Yes. But back to the Anthony Davis thing. There's other teams apparently interested in him.
Of course.
Obviously. The Boston Celtics.
He's not going to Boston.
The Knicks.
I don't know why he would go to New York.
Yeah, and...
Kyrie and KD are going to New York.
Yeah, maybe.
No, they are.
Because of the cap space?
They got 2 max slots, plus whatever draft pick they have.
Let's talk about this. What do you think the odds are of Anthony Davis getting traded by Thursday? By the deadline?
And see, I
put it at a 50-50.
This is where I struggle, because there's so many reports recently about trade offers and teams that are interested. It sounds like the Pelicans are kind of reluctant to trade him.
Yeah. I would be too.
So I'm kind of stuck. If I had to guess, I honestly couldn't.
They're in a tricky situation.
The NBA trade deadline gets so insane.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin got dealt last year. Yeah. I don't think anyone saw that coming, really. So
it's interesting.
Woj is going to blow our minds randomly on Thursday. Yeah. Randomly.
But what do you put your odds
I'll be in class.
What do you put the odds at that Davis does get dealt? I'm at 50-50. I think it's a toss-up. If the Lakers want to lay it all out there...
I'll go 60-40.
Okay. 60 in favor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sold that he's going to get traded, but obviously the chance is out there.
Yeah, especially if the Lakers are going to put another deal that's even better than the one they just offered.
They should probably throw LeBron in the deal.
Yeah, why not? You get Anthony Davis, right?
Yeah.
As long as you got Anthony Davis, you want a one-man wrecking show. That guy could take on 5 guys.
So it'll be interesting, for sure.
Yes, it sure will be. And there's not much. Let me ask you this: what are the odds the Nuggets have a deal of some kind? I don't know who it is.
If they do, it'll be a small move.
Yeah. You're not expecting a blockbuster.
Not at all.
Okay.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, our team's working pretty well. Except
you have your 21 games over 500. Your starters haven't even played together.
Yeah.
The team chemistry right now is unreal. If anything, you got to trade Trey Lyles. Maybe get another shooter.
You really hate that guy.
Oh, I do.
Trey,
if you're listening, I'm sorry, but your time in Denver is over.
I'm okay with you, but he hates you.
Your time in Denver is over. If you can make a small deal for a shooter, I saw them linked to Wayne Ellington. That would be a nice addition, in my opinion. They should have kept Swaggy P. That would have been sick.
Oh, yeah, they never did. Yeah, they did get rid of him, didn't they?
But, yeah, if you make a deal, it's going to be super small and only something you feel would benefit the team. You're not going to make a move just to make a move.
Yeah.
A lot of times teams are reactive when they see another deal go down. Mm-hmm. You're not going to make. You're not going to see them make a move just to make a move. Mm-hmm. It's going to have to benefit the team, and it's not going to be a big deal.
Okay. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else going on that day, like any other rumors. It's all just around Anthony Davis right now. As
of right now, yeah. I heard Jabari Parker he's gauged some interest from the Lakers. He's kind of washed, but it wouldn't hurt them.
Nothing unless they trade away their whole team. That hurts.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Trade deadline, NBA trade deadline, favorite part of the year. Woj, Shams, they're going to be busy. So...
Yeah. There was also one more. It was Matthews from the Knicks.
Wes Matthews. He just got traded.
Oh, he did.
Did we talk about Porzingis?
No, I don't. Not last week. No.
Oh, because when did that go down?
Yeah, I think that went down like on Wednesday.
Did we talk about it?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis went to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And him and Luka are going to be something to deal with. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
That's I love that move for Dallas.
This year or next year?
He's not going to play this year.
Okay. So because they're 24 and 28 right now.
No, yeah, their season's what it is. Mark Cuban, I think he came out and said he doesn't expect Kristaps to play till next season. He's coming off a torn ACL, 7-footer, never easy. Not that I can relate, but
right.
So that one will be the West gains another dominant player.
They sure do.
Move west, everybody.
Yeah. The Western Conference is heating up.
Yeah.
The Cavs might make a deal. That's also what I'm reading here.
They did make a deal. They traded with the Trailblazers, got rid of Rodney Hood. That's a minor deal. Trailblazers, that doesn't like it. It's Rodney Hood's good, but I don't see that making a difference in any aspect of their team.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do an episode on Thursday.
Probably we'll have to.
A little quick episode.
Because everything's going to go down afternoonish.
If you're still listening.
Trade deadline's, I think, 4 p.m. Eastern. So.
If you're still listening, we appreciate it.
We thank you.
We hope we've been entertaining. We actually had a debate this time. We're trying to do that more often. Next time, we're going to employ a segment called Stupid Comments or something along those effects.
Just
pretty much just mock people that say stupid shit online.
Or just people that,
are dumb.
Yeah, you just...
We never played that one clip, the audio clip of the guy complaining about the Super Bowl.
That's right. Trey Wingo's a clown.
Yeah. Well, he's acting like a hipster.
So
it's annoying.
If you're listening and you want to give suggestions, please do.
In the comments.
What would you like us to talk about? What can we do better? What do you hate about the show? Because I'm sure there's a lot of that. Look, we're trying.
We are.
We're having fun.
We are having fun. Shout out to the handle on Twitter.
Oh, yes. Dudes Who Deliver. That is Dudes Who Deliver. DUDESWHO.
Oh, right. You're spelling it
DELIVER. All together. So you can follow us on Twitter.
Subscribe as well.
Subscribe to our channel. Like I said, just give us some feedback. We accept all feedback because we need it if we want to improve.
Please don't call us, derogatory things though.
If you do, you do. It's not. I got thickish skin, and that's not just.
Yeah,
a
you're
fat
right.
joke.
It's online. I don't give a shit. Call us whatever you want. For Ydawg, for me, Ydawg.
You butchered that.
I did.
All right. For Ydawg, I'm Big Sean. This was another episode of DWD. It's kind of cheesy. I'm gonna probably not say that ever again. But Dudes Who Deliver. Have a good night, everybody.